All right, guys, we just finished practice. I just had a tournament today in Arcadia, Rio Honda for Westside, and then we had our USAV practice. Sloppy Digs came in today. Monsters. Actually, we lost pretty much every game, but we learned a lot because when we had big blockers up against us, it was a matter of not setting it like super tight to the net, but getting used to setting offsets so that our hitters can hit, you know, high, hard, deep, go off the hands, all that good stuff, making sure we're covering. So definitely learned a lot. I know sloppy digs get dumber today. They told me that. So I'm going to post that they did get dumber. Yes, because, you know, they were dominating the whole night. So yeah, time to eat. Rest up tomorrow. I don't know why I decided to come out tonight. People were thinking I'm crazy, but if I want to play volleyball and do this for a living, this is the dream right now. Okay, good night, guys. We're going to get in and out. All right, let's do a volleyball breakdown. But first, we need to have some cereal. So usually I don't film. We have been doing like renovations at the house and I don't really film regularly. Yeah, let's talk about last night. Basically played in a Westside Co-ed tournament, which was great. It was actually really fun. We went 1 out of 7, 1 for 7? No, 7-1? What am I saying, dude? We won 7-1 and we tied with Big's team. Again, they're really solid. They beat us head to head, so we got second. There was a moment in that tournament where I was spiking at a certain angle and I dropped my wrist way too much. And then my rotator cuff started acting up. So it's a little sore today. I'm gonna have to work on my posterior chain sometime next week and within the next few weeks actually, because Nationals is coming up pretty soon. And I just wanna mention, I just don't care how I look in these videos anymore. Like, I don't have time to shower and get ready and then look good for the camera. We're not doing that anymore. No. We're gonna be imperfect and just enjoy this journey of being imperfect. So after that tournament, went home, took about an hour to get back home, took an hour to take a nap, and then we had practice for USAV last night and we invited Sloppy Digs. So we invited Sloppy Digs last night. They absolutely destroyed us. Like, the level of gameplay was absolutely insane and it was completely different. They usually play in A pool and Nationals, but this year a lot of the double B teams are going to be moving, this year Sloppy Digs sounds like they're going to be playing in double B. We're also going to be playing in double B. A lot of the teams we know are going to be playing in double B. Reason for that, a lot of the double A teams are moving down to A, and based off the schedule, I think that means the competition for double B this year is going to be absolutely insane. I don't know if we have Brad. I don't know if Zach is playing with us. Right now we have 8 players, no middles. Our current middle is Brandon, and we have Butters probably going to play middle with us, but we don't get to practice with Butters because he lives in Utah. Anyway, speaking of the games last night, let me get some cereal. But as for the games last night, Sloppy Digs absolutely destroyed us. It was such a fast tempo, it was such a fast pace that we just couldn't keep up. James and I had a Westside tournament. Yes, we were fried. I couldn't even move my feet anymore. I don't even know if my feet are strong enough to stay at this level at this point. So my body just hurts in general. Everything on my right side, my right foot, my right knee, my rotator cuff, my right thumb. So I'm a little off balance right now. I'm the shortest hitter on my team. I'm usually always the shortest hitter. Not ideal, right? Like, if I were to play in a position, I would most likely just want to play libero. But in this case, that's not happening this year. Last year, I played a little bit of outside. Zach hurt his toe, played setter. This year, if we don't have Brad, I'm most likely going to have to play all around outside. And that's just extremely taxing. Like, after playing last night, going up against Sloppy Digs, and they have everyone who's like over 6'2", and like their middle was like 6'7", which was Brett. Dude's an absolute monster. It was insane. I love playing against these guys. So it's hard to keep up with their speed because they're already up in the air and we're just, we're a lot shorter, so it takes us time to get up. And so it was a matter of learning what our play style would be when we go up against a team that's taller and faster. And overall, just really, really good. Now, the people I play with, most of us probably didn't play in college. We just are amateur volleyball players. I played a little bit of collegiate club, but it's nowhere near the level of NCAA. Now club is definitely the second tier underneath NCAA, but there are still players that are like average like me. So we have to work a little bit harder to keep up with the genetic freaks out there, but it's all good. Let's talk about what we learned, what I learned. What I definitely know and still hold true would be serving aggressive. Obviously serving aggressive just to get other teams out of rotation, but what's the purpose of it, right? I've known when we serve the front row outside hitter, we have a higher percentage of still getting a point, because if the front row outside hitter decides to pass even a little bit off the net, or you even make them move to transition out, it still gives them a harder time. So serve aggressive to the front row outside hitter, right? Usually when doing that, if they pass off the net, their middle's taken out, and if they only have 2 up, they go to the outside. But if after an outside passes and then they have to transition, most of the time, most hitters will think about transitioning as they're passing, so they're a little off balance, so that pass might not be as perfect, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to increase our percentages by getting points. And then obviously when you're playing taller players, it's a matter of not hitting into the block or getting tight sets. It's just getting our setter used to setting off the net so that our hitters can make the adjustment of hitting around the block, high hands, tooling, all that good stuff, right? Like, what can we do on our part? Because we can't control that they're freaking tall, right? There's nothing we can do about that. But what can we do to increase our percentages? Which would be offsets, high hands, go for tools, and covering. Covering was our biggest thing. I think we definitely need to work on covering. So I'm really glad that that game last night humbled us.